Dave, you've been appointed caretaker manager again. What are your thoughts on that?
A little bit surprised, must admit. Didn't know anything about it till 10 o'clock last night. Had a chat with Paul at 10 o'clock last night, and then had a chat with John Fenty this morning, and asked me if I'd take over in a caretaker capacity for the foreseeable future. So yeah, a little bit surprised, I must admit.
Are you going to be able to do that on your own?
Well, it won't be on my own. Andy Warrington will help, so there'll be a couple of us, and then we've also got, I don't intend to use any senior members of the squad in terms of helping coaching, but the chairman said to me if there's anything that I think I need that he can help me with, then he will do. So if I do need some help, then I'm sure that that will be available.
Can you still do your physio role as well?
No, I won't do the physio as well at the same time. No, we'll definitely have another physiotherapist with us at Yeovil on Saturday.
So how long will he be doing this for, as the chairman said?
No, he hasn't said, and I think the reason he hasn't said is probably because he doesn't know. I'm sure there will be plenty of credible applications for the job as manager of Grimsby Town, and I'm sure they'll be starting to land on his desk by email and phone call and everything today. So I'm sure that the board of directors will want to compile a short list and interview a few people within the next couple of weeks. So we'll see how long it takes.
What did Paul Hurst say to you last night?
Paul said to me last night, thanks so much for the last 5 years, I've enjoyed working with you, and I reciprocated, said thank you very much, it's been a pleasure, it's been great working with you, I enjoyed it, and wished him every success in his new venture.
He's done very well as a manager, hasn't he?
Yes, very well, yeah, he's done very well. As I say, he's on his way to becoming what I think is very hard to become, and that's a professional football manager in charge of a team for not just 10 games or 20 games, but hundreds of games, and he's got the opportunity to now go and do that at another club, a fresh challenge at Shrewsbury, and if he brings the same professionalism and dedication and effort and planning and preparation that he brought to the job here, then he'll do well.
Can you understand his decision to go there?
That's not for me to say, Dale. I'm sure he's thoroughly enjoyed his time here. Why he feels it's time to move on to another challenge on the other side of the country, again, it was a 5-minute conversation, so I didn't go into it in depth, but sometimes that's the way in football management.
You're looking forward to your challenge now?
Yeah, exactly. I enjoy working with injured players. I enjoy working with 1 or 2 players. I enjoy working with a group of players. I've got no fears or trepidations about taking the team to Yeovil on Saturday. Hopefully, we'll go there and give a good, proper, professional account of ourselves.
And your first training session tomorrow, I presume?
Yes, first training session tomorrow. Obviously, I've had some injured players in this morning, working with them. Tomorrow, we will have the whole group in. Just before we start, obviously have a quick chat, talk to the players. Again, most of the stuff's out in the media now, so they know what's happening, but just put them clear in the picture as to what we intend to do over the next few days, and then get going from there.
How have they reacted to the news this morning, the players that you've got in?
The players that I spoke to this morning, again, surprised, I think. Surprised. Certainly, obviously, some of the players have been with Paul for a while now, the likes of Craig Disley and Sean Pearson and James McEwen. That's 5 years with him, so I'm sure they're a little bit surprised, but they're all been in professional football long enough to see managers come and go, sometimes very quickly and sometimes over a period of a year, but certainly Paul been here the last 5 years is rather more of an exception than the general rule in football.
Did you see this coming?
No, I didn't. I say at the first, I'm sure people will think, oh, you must have known about it early on last week or whatever, or you must have talked about it. But the first time I knew that Paul was going was when he phoned me at 10 o'clock on Sunday night.